Heather McDonald has got the juiciest scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, Juicy Scoop is the show to know. She talks Hollywood tales, her real life Mr. Segment serial data and serial sister. You'll be addicted and addicted fast to the #1 tabloid real life podcast. Listen in, listen up. Woo woo. Heather McDonald. Juicy Scoop.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. Today we have a very special episode, San Francisco edition, with the stars, your favorite girls, stars of Dumb Gay Podcast.
Yep.
I called it Gay Dumb, but it's Dumb leads the gay.
Yeah,
and so in that case, we have Brandy Howard, Julie Goldman, San Francisco edition. We are recording from a stunning place.
Stunning.
This is the Battery in San Francisco. It's on Battery Street in the financial district. And our room is gorgeous. We had a fabulous dinner last night.
Oh my God. This
is an amazing, private boutique members only hotel.
But you can rent, you can book a room and then therefore have dinner there. So it's very private, very chic. And then prior to that, the reason we came up is because Brandy and Julie have been doing this great live show, Nightmare on Strip Street, which is such a fun Halloween, but it's could go on forever. And you guys wrote the whole show, and it's lots of dancing and the best music, and it's all ode to the best horror stars of the last 3 decades of movies. And it's funny and it's sexy, but not too sexy that you'd feel weird.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you went with Drakey Poo.
I went with Drakey Poo, but let's just remind people what Drake's life is like.
Okay.
I mean, the other day he said to me, he's like, "Oh, just my life," cutting another clip of my mom talking about another man's dick size because I was talking
Wood.
about, the Wood song with Stewart. And does that mean that Travis Kelce has a 9-inch dick or a 2.3-inch dick? We don't know. It's a mystery. And then also, of course, we talked about Kim Kardashian's
Dick.
for her faux bush underwear, and he had to cut that clip too. So he has a weird life. But going back to the show, it's not too sexy that you'd feel awkward or anything. It's just really great dancers. And you're so funny in it, Julie, and it's just such a good show. So if you happen to be in San Francisco for the next couple weeks, you absolutely have to go. We were at the 4:00 Sunday show, and it was sold out. So if you don't buy your tickets today, I don't know that they're going to have a chance.
I know. I think the rest of the run might be pretty sold. But it's hard to say since we're getting closer to Halloween.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's
And
seats
we
available.
did take you on stage, Heather, for some
But we
sexy
can't.
sex-
We don't want to reveal
Yeah.
all the fun
No,
that happens in the
and
show.
we're not really supposed to.
But I was surprised.
Well,
I was.
She
Not,
went
I mean,
with
I
it.
looked cute enough, but I think if I knew I had to come on stage, I probably would have did a little different on my outfit. But
It was
It was
perfect.
fine.
We had one of our original 14 listeners, because we only have 14 listeners. Her name was Natalie. She was there. Now, we didn't call her on stage. We called you. What would you have thought if we just called a rando and not you?
I would have been completely fine with that. I was
Okay.
not expecting anything. When you said try to get an aisle seat, I thought it was because maybe the dancers came through the aisles and did something, and whatever, put your face in their tits. I thought I was hoping for something more like that.
I know.
So no, I did not know. You did not. I did not suspect anything when you said that. But
Well,
it was
you were perfect.
so fun and so great, and it was awesome. And then we had a beautiful dinner. And then we worked on, it's a full work trip, worked on the live show that we're doing, which we're getting more and more excited about.
People don't even know.
The stuff we have
They
up
don't
our
even
sleeves,
know.
November 14th at the MGM Grand. Now, it is at 10 p.m., which is a lot later than the 4 p.m. show that I went to last night. So, ladies, you need to pace yourself, especially if you're going to be at BravoCon all weekend.
Right.
Brace yourself and pace yourself. You do not want to be sloppy, wasted, drunk for my show. You want to be just the right amount of after dinner buzz.
And it's Vegas. The sloppiness comes. There's plenty of time.
There is.
Be sloppy
After the show.
Saturday or Sunday. Be sloppy.
Ugh. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much time.
When was the last time you did stand-up?
Oh, I just did it at my country club.
Oh,
I'm
right.
doing another country club event.
Oh, okay. She's a
on
country club
the
gal.
7th, yeah. And so I'm excited.
We just
It'll have
have-
some stand up in it and some lots of fun stuff. Music.
All three of us are just like bugging on with like weird creative energy.
Yeah.
I don't know why we are horny for this show.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be so good.
Well-
Like, I'm excited.
So good.
So let's get into some hot topics that happened. Now, I thought this was pretty interesting. You know, Britney Spears' former husband, K-Fed, has written a book. I will be reading it. I cut a clip talking about it, and I did an invite to collab. And for those of you that don't know that, how it works is you'll see that someone like mentions you in an Instagram, and if you say yes to the collab, it means it actually goes on their feed. And K-Fed did collab with me.
Whoa.
And I would really like to have K-Fed on the show. I know some people are like, what's this? You know, like Cardi B or some artists are talking about what a little bitch she is.
Nicki
And
Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, he shouldn't be saying anything. And I'm like, listen, this is his, this is his life too. And they're like, well, why is he doing it now? And I think he probably, based on their financial agreement, I think he couldn't maybe write about her or talk about her or do interviews about her while there was a agreement going on. Now that the boys are older, this is probably the first time he can actually do something like this. And she is the mother of his kids. So yeah, like sorry that it's Britney, but that is his former wife and co-parent. So yeah, he has a story to tell.
He
So,
definitely has a right to tell his story.
Yeah.
But does that mean we're into it? No. I mean, we're not. We
Yeah.
still would be happy to hear him come on your show, and then we
Right.
can all talk shit about him,
Yeah, I mean, and I would ask all the tough questions, but also, I think it could be interesting.
Well, what kind of tough question would you ask him? Give us an example. Like about the finances?
I mean, I want to ask about the first girl, the cute, pretty girl
Shar Jackson?
Yeah, and those two kids and what that was like in the beginning. And do the kids all talk to each other and get along? Because then he had a third wife that he had a couple kids with. And what was it like? Remember when he and Britney tried to do that weird show on like the WB? They tried to have like their own reality show.
We love
for
that
a
show.
minute.
Are you kidding? Chaotic?
Yeah.
We,
That's
love
right.
it.
That's right.
Oh, it is so good. It's
Yeah, there's
brilliant.
just a lot. And of course, I would read the book. I'm one of the few interviewers that read the book before I interview you. So if you have a book coming out and you want a great interview before you say yes to a bunch of people that are reading cards that their producers wrote, I actually read the book and talk to you.
You read Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, I read everything.
Yeah.
I read everything.
Yeah.
Now, let me just get into, so this is interesting. So Britney went off and she did her posts, and there was plenty of posts with the brown sensible pumps. They're back in full effect. Fedora, a summer dress with a winter heel. It's a lot going on. However, she did write some things where she's pissed about the book, kind of calling out her sons too, saying, this one I haven't seen in so long. This one I barely talked to. Like, you need to come to me. But then this is where the juicy part came, where the juicy scooper said it to me. She also wrote, I might even start my own radio podcast. This is
not
Britney.
a radio podcast.
And thank you to the people supporting my heart right now. I know you guys understand it hurts. And Perez Hilton, you are the absolute adorable, and you made my heart smile. So, Perez is doing his work. Now, listen. Again, would that be fun if she does a podcast? Do we think that she could? No, just like Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams has been talking about her radio podcast for the last 5 years. We know how hard this is. We know that you have to be consistent. Even with all the hand-holding in the world, it's not going to continue if you're not someone that's in a state of mind of being consecutive and consistent and doing work.
Underpaid, undervalued, overworked. You have to be a self-manager.
Yep.
You have to be willing to just like get up, do the work.
But listen, I was interviewed by Britney once, so I was just thinking about when I was
Oh,
at the
right.
Chateau Marmont.
Well, maybe she'll
When
have you
put
on when she has a radio
She put
podcast.
the candle on her head. She took the
Yep.
thing off the table, put the candle. She goes, "Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe that Jesus turned water into wine?" So, I mean, it could be a fun interview. It could be. Whoever she interviews could be a very different kind of interview show.
Well, I mean, it's through the grapevine. They're saying that one of the top five first people that she's going to get is you. So like, I think that
it's on the streets.
Yeah, it's on the word on the street is that's one of the top. So you should just get ready because it's going to be, you know what I mean?
I'm
please.
Of course, we all wish her well. She's given us so much joy. Oh, I saw someone do a really fun video. They did a Britney Ween. So everyone for their Halloween themed party had to dress in some phase of Britney. So there was the red outfit that remember Ramona Singer did, which it was like the karaoke thing. There was all the someone with a snake, the circus outfit. I mean, it could be that's a fun idea. So celebrate her. Okay, now our little update on our girl Wendy.
Yes.
And Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac, she did a post and she said, "And through it all, God remains faithful. Thank you for the outpouring of love, support, prayers for myself, and most importantly, my family. During this time, we are forever grateful." Just to remind you guys, this is Wendy from Potomac, and she and her husband have been arrested. They're facing she's facing 16 counts, felony counts. He's doing 19. They claimed that they were robbed of all their jewels and purses. And in fact, they had returned them the week prior, gotten the money, and also she was wearing one of the rings that was lost after she reported it and then decided to wear it while she was filming Potomac. And she has 4 degrees and her husband's an attorney. So when people say, I don't know if college is that important anymore, I would say this is a pretty damn good argument. Like,
well, also with all those degrees, you didn't know not to wear the damn ring out. What is the matter with you?
Because she's fabulous. And anyway, this is the photo that she posts.
I just need to say,
if you're gonna do this with the long wig and a hat, your most fabulous photo that you had, like, you know, from a photo shoot, if you're going to say thank you for your support, God is good, why wouldn't you just do a flower or a family photo, or you like hugging your kids, or just something? But no, just me looking the most fabulous, because that's her. She's Karen Huger. I mean, this is the prototype of a Real Housewife to a T, where they are so incredibly full of themselves that they would post this photo when they're asking thank you, or when they're thanking support.
Even Karen Huger, the queen, humbled herself when she went and had to get in that car to go to the courthouse. In my opinion, she was she was humbled, I thought.
What about the crying video on the reunion was, I thought, pretty sad too.
Yeah, like she really was taken down a notch. This is so egregious. I can't even deal with how entitled and arrogant and gross and just sorry. And she has been bugging on with her 4 degrees and her bragging, and and it sucks because there are times where she's super funny and it'll be like, oh God, and then now I like her and now I don't. But this, you went on, you judge people, and karma's a bitch.
I wanted to write under this, oh, I guess this was one of the outfits that wasn't quote unquote fake stolen.
I mean, and then but just like the fact that, and we're watching Potomac, and every time I'm watching it and I watch her with her smugness, I just think to myself, you got caught.
Even in the Potomac this week, she's doing a maniacal laugh to, is it Kay?
Kierna.
Yeah, to Kay. And she's doing this weird, creepy, scary laugh. And it's like, yeah, none of this is landing now. And it is so tragic. Like cringe.
I wonder if in light of her arrest, if the editors are scrambling to put in more of those wink wink to the audience moments.
Right.
Like, even if it hadn't made the original cut, they're going back and they're like, remember when she was, talking about how rich they were in their jewels, or they remember that part of her shopping that was on the editing floor? Let's put that back in episode 8, because they have time.
I wonder though, because I didn't hear so much last night as I did in the beginning of, Happy Eddie's just doing so well. Happy Eddie's just doing so well.
That's her husband, who has a cannabis company, even though he's an attorney, called Happy Eddie, which of course is legal, but it's a little,
I didn't hear a lot about it last night like I had been in the first 2 episodes. So hopefully they're not hiding it. I want them to boost it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do also, I just want to say about this too, because I agree with you. Like, you're acting like something happened to you.
Right.
Like something happened to you, but you're still fabulous about, rising above it, as if you weren't the problem. You're not a victim of your own crime. You committed it. Like you God is good. Okay. But it's not that you didn't get in a car accident. It's not like a thing where
it's not like your kid is going through some treatment.
Right.
But even if he was, this is probably the photo that she would post.
It probably is.
That's who she is.
Exactly.
And that's her how she sees herself and how she wants the world to see herself.
Even through committing, and I don't even care. Good. Get money from insurance. Take them for a ride. They deserve it. However, when you are you just can't brag, and you can't judge, and you can't walk around saying that you're rich and then commit insurance fraud. Like, that's where we
it's
go.
Also it's lying about saying that there was a It's not just that you screwed over the insurance company. It's not like your ring went down the sink. It was your fault, and you said you lost it on a plane, and I want my money back.
Yeah.
That would be a little bit harmless. You told the cops. You filled out the police report.
Right.
You went and told your neighbors that you were robbed to scare them. You went on a podcast and talked about it in detail.
Yep.
So it's all of that.
You're right. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
You made yourself a victim, and now we have to feel sorry for you when you committed the crime, and you're still doing it.
And then Andy was interviewed on the street, and he's like, I don't know, I'm sad. I mean, I love Wendy, and she's great. She's a great housewife, and I get it. This, like I said, when this shit happens, when bad stuff happens, when there isn't a real grave, but like a financial grave or a criminal grave, those editors get out and do an Irish jig on the grave.
Yes.
And they are excited. The editors, the producers, they are happy to see bad things happen, providing everyone's life is saved.
And mark my words, either she or Eddie or both will be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Cons.
Dancing with the Cons. Dancing with the Criminals.
Definitely.
With George Santos.
Definitely it's going to give them a spot on the Traitors, because that's good, because you're a lying cheat.
Yes.
And probably the Special Forces.
Yes.
Seems like they are down for criminals.
Yes, because they'll break you down, and then you can be
I would say
redemption.
I would, if we were betting women.
Okay.
I would say they're more likely either one of them. She will get on Traitors. He will go on the Special Forces. I don't think they're going to do Dancing with the Stars just yet. I don't think she's famous enough, to be honest. I don't think this is like that. I don't think that franchise, even though it's been around forever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's up there with like the Beverly Hills. But we'll see.
That's fair.
You guys know I have been loving Honey Love products for years. They are the best shapewear I have ever used because they are so comfortable. I especially love their bras because they are molded cups. They're designed to lift and separate. And again, so comfortable. There's no like shelf-like look about it, just pure comfort. Take you throughout the day. I also love how snatched my waist looks when I use their shapers that really take in and flatten my stomach, give me a waist that didn't exist, and lift my, flat booty. And again, so comfortable that it's just criminal for me not to wear one when I'm wearing a cute dress. Treat yourself to the most comfortable and innovative bras on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/juicy. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/juicy. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent me. Experience the new standard in bras with Honey Love. Okay, then I had said, what if you were the girl that was supposed to do the wife swap with Wendy? Which, by the way, that is ABC. I take it back. She might be doing Dancing with the Cons.
There you go.
And I said, how bummed would you be? And then this person sent that to them. They're like, Heather, look, this girl did a TikTok. Just got the call. Our Bravo wife swap show is postponed until further notice. Yeah. Welcome to all the ladies that went to Morocco. Ultimate Girls Trip in Morocco, which... Brandy wanted us to start a class action lawsuit for all the Bravo viewers that will never get to see Ultimate Girls Trip Morocco.
It's ridiculous.
We are working on that. We are going to be taking signatures.
Yes.
If you want to be part of this at the live show.
We're actually starting a change.org petition.
Yes, we have a couple of lawyers, not my sister, it's not her expertise. We have some lawyers through AI chat GPT law firm that are willing to take on this case. And I'm thinking, with the amount of people signing up, we all might be entitled to $7 to $12.
I was thinking more 18 to 20. No,
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to try. We're going to try because we have all been traumatized. We have talked about it for hours. People have woken up in cold sweats.
Yes.
Then what about the actual people that were on the show? Gretchen, we never will get to see. We'll never get to see Alex McCord, who allegedly was in the bathroom when Brandy Glanville, inadvertently or very vertently stuck her finger up Caroline Manzo's grandma pants. We don't know. And we never will know.
It's not right.
It's not.
It's not right.
You want to protest something?
Yes.
Go protest that.
That's right.
How about No Morocco Day?
Yeah.
Not fair. Hashtag No Morocco Day. Yeah.
Andy Cohen, you're not a king.
Yeah, you're not a
Can't
king.
keep this from us.
Stop it.
You're totally. Oh my God! I just thought about. You're right. No King's Day. No Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
You can't tell us what to do. Stop the censorship.
Yeah.
Stop the censorship.
Stop
Free
it.
speech.
Yeah.
It's women's rights. It's women's rights.
You're absolutely right. It's
true.
This is Handmaid's Tale with
That's
a
right.
remote. He's
Yeah.
holding the remote away from us, and we are not being able to see what we are entitled as American Bravo watchers and international. We're going with an actually international lawsuit.
Blessed be the Morocco. Blessed be the eye. Come on.
Okay, speaking of international crime, did you hear about the Louvre
Yes.
Museum?
Yes.
So
I did not.
They at the museum in broad daylight, these experienced, obviously, robber. I mean, this is straight out of like every heist Ocean's 11 type of movie that you've seen. They got a truck with like a crane, somehow like went through the top and then jumped down and got these jewels that, while people were like in the museum, there's been these jewels there forever, which is like, the crown jewels, like of a French, whatever, king.
Monarchy or something.
And now the crown they did find the crown.
Oh.
Like as someone was running, the crown dropped.
That old chestnut, like Kim Kardashian, the one jewel was on the ground that they stole from Kim Kardashian,
Yes.
like the huge diamond. And like, who drops it?
So someone did drop the crown, but the rest has been gone. They closed it happened on the 19th. They closed the museum after that. Most people say we probably will never recover these jewels. They cannot be estimated. They're so old. They're so valuable. And of course they'll, break them apart and cut them in half and whatever. But, and one of the things was this big, diamond and emerald necklace thing. And then I noticed this.
Here we go.
Here's Kim Kardashian wearing a weird nude dress with a nude thing around her face, which is not the first time she's done this. She did this with Kanye, where she was covering her face, and the jewels are emerald. So then I did my detective work, and this was actually taken before they were stolen. But I swear, I'm like, if it was stolen and then she chose to just to get people talking, chose a necklace that might be looking like that, just to get us talking, because this is just to get us talking. And I do think I was taken by believing that she's selling faux hairy Skims, because they were all sold out in every color of fake pube, every size. Show me one person unboxing their fake pube thing, and I will say I'm wrong. But now I think it was all a marketing thing, because the show is coming back. They are super rich and successful, but the chatter about them has gone way down. We don't really talk about them, and so now Chris is doing a podcast, and Kim's on another podcast. They're doing podcasts. They're making faux bushes for underwear, and they're covering their face at an event to get people to talk. Because if she just wore this with just looking beautiful, we'd be like, whatever, it's a cream dress with a waistline. Who cares?
And the sleeve capes. I would have gotten a pair of I'm bald. I'm a bald eagle Drake. So, and I felt like it was kind of like against my will. I wanted to leave. But I got
landing strip?
Yeah, I got laser. I had a landing strip. And she's like, what do you need this for? And I was like, okay, I guess we're going to get. And it was the best thing I ever did. But I was going to enjoy cosplaying a little bush.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
That'd have been fun.
Well, you can join the waiting list. Let's just see if it actually exists. And now, if she wasn't thinking of doing it, maybe this was a little test. We'll make it look like it's all sold out. If there truly is a wait list for it, That's what I think it is. I don't think they ever made them.
Okay.
Because making faux hair, I mean, that seems like kind of a harder job than just doing a simple G-string. So I think that was the plan. We'll see what the result is, if people really want to buy it, how many people are actually on the wait list for it, and then we'll make them, or we won't, and we'll all forget about this 2 weeks from now.
Right.
I think her next stunt should be flesh colored, that comes in all different colors, bathing suit, with nips on the outside in the bush.
Yeah.
So you're just at the beach, just
looking
nips and
completely
bush, laying out. And people are like, what?
People are like, busboys are crushing each other at the Vegas pool. Yeah.
Running into each other.
Yeah, I like it.
Glasses are flying.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very
Like I said.
Bianca Sensori,
Like,
which is exactly what this face mask is as well.
You're absolutely right.
I can't wait to dig into that Louvre thing. You know how exciting that is? I mean, if you've been to the Louvre too, that shit is crowded. Like that
I have
shit's
not
crowded.
been there, so what's...
It's so crowded, you can't believe it. You to even walk through it is
To hate humanity.
it's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare.
Is looking at the jewels through the glass like an exciting part of the visit?
I thought because they have full rooms that look like they've made to look like castles and the monarchy's like residence. And I thought the jewels was cool. Julie, of course, needed to see like the Nikkei. She's like, I want to see a sculpture. I'm like, oh God,
It's not
what?
just any sculpture.
Yeah.
But okay. And also there's certain pieces in the Louvre that I
we walked in, I was like,
want.
I can't do this. She's like, it's right at the beginning. Please, please, please. I'm like, okay, but we're not seeing the Mona Lisa.
It's breathtaking, okay? It's breathtaking. However, the fact that these guys did this in an Ocean's 11 style thing in the middle of the day while it's crowded with thousands and thousands of people, like
Now that I'd pay for.
Astounding. It's
The
astounding.
guy comes down like Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
gets the jewels.
You
and
know
you're
what
like,
I was thinking
fuck
with
yeah.
all the AI stuff that now AI can do for you? You know what? They can't steal in broad daylight yet. So
Not yet.
the work ethic of these jewelers, they have not just gone lazy and just tried to steal someone's Bitcoin from their account through a cyber freak tech thing. No, they actually got up that day, met together, made a plan.
They've been playing.
Did it
Listen,
work out?
I love a
They say,
heist.
they say men don't have friends. These guys seem like they're pretty close.
Yeah.
They met a bunch of times and talked about it.
Not only that, a
At least
bunch
they're
of
being
times.
social.
They met for a year at least. A year. I guarantee you when the documentary of this is made, and it will be made.
Oh, yeah.
That they've met for a year. I mean, I love a heist, Drake.
She
I
does.
can't tell you how much I
And
love
she
a
loves
heist.
art.
I love art and I love a heist, and an art heist together. I'll get the Skims with the bush too, just to mop it up. Like and I have plenty of hair. So I'm just saying, like,
Your bush is going to be coming out the side of the bush underwear.
exactly. So it's just like, I am so obsessed. I can't wait until it turns out it's going to be these Euro guys and they're smoking and eating weird sandwiches and they're planning and they have a blueprint and a van. And then there's probably somebody got killed sometime somewhere along the way. Maybe it's somebody's last
I hope
heist.
there's a set of brothers.
Yeah, set of
Yes.
brothers.
Yeah.
Set of, and somebody's like, this is the last one, man.
Yeah.
I'm not after
big
this.
score.
Wait, but they're
after
French.
this-
They're French.
Oh, as this is the last one. After this one, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to move. I'm going to move to Nice.
Yeah,
And-
they escaped on scooters.
exactly. Get your Vespa.
I just would love it if it was like a Lime scooter. Like, we were on the Lime scooter yesterday. Wait, before I talk about that, I just have to say a little correction. And since we're talking about history, the faux Harry Bush underwear, Kim did not invent it. Hookers from the 1800s invented it because it would cover their venereal disease. So they would wear
Yes.
those.
To cover the crabs crawling around?
Yes, yes. Or if they, I guess, had to shave it to get rid of the crabs, then they would put that on for when the gentleman callers would come. So she is not the creator of anything, apparently. And she is going after all these companies that are counterfeiting her Skims, which they're doing the real counterfeit. They're not just like stealing the look like everyone does, like she did with Spanx. They are actually making Skims signs. I mean, labels.
Oh, they're
And
doing like a full-on
yes,
dupes.
so she is going after them, and they absolutely, she should. That's like completely wrong to do.
Well, especially since she's not even technically really selling them. So now we're all going to have to get the dupes, and then she's going to go, I didn't make that. And we'll go, how do you know? And she'll go, because I never made any. I actually never manufactured or produced not a single Bush underwear.
Yeah, you know what? Again, hashtag no Bush Day. What the hell? Like, we want our things. Stop just playing with us.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
terrible.
speaking of bushes, the Real Housewives
okay.
of OC
All right.
were very close to showing us theirs when they went to Amsterdam and wore the most ridiculous outfits to walk around in the day in Amsterdam. So we have Tamara was wearing like very tiny black shorts, almost like bikini bottom black shorts, bare legs and boots and a top. Then we have Jen, who has a good body, and she's doing, again, my worst, the sheer look, the bathing suit with lace over it look. And then we had Emily, who is wearing this black dress that has all these cutouts on the side, in the midriff, and it's very, very sexy. My only thing is, she was sporting it on a day that she had like a couple bruises.
I saw
The drunken
bruise.
banging.
Yeah,
I saw the bruise.
she had the bruise of like where you woke up in the middle of the night and you bumped into your nightstand. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe this isn't the day that you wear the cutout that shows the bruise, or at least go get some of that body makeup and cover it up.
Maybe wait till the night. Maybe just till the sun goes down a little.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it is like
It's broad daylight. You're
Yeah.
walking down the street in what looks like to be. I mean, I
Well,
wouldn't.
Emily is like beautiful and statuesque and gorgeous. I'm done with the cutouts. I think
I'm
I
so
think
done
it's a
with the
wrap.
cutouts and the shears.
And I'm done with the bathing suit with the tights. Like,
Yeah.
we're not spreading the news. Start spreading the news. No, bitch. Fucking take your leotard with the tights and get out.
not
They're
Wayne
all
Stretch.
they're all doing this. Like, it's done. It was done with Erin from New York when she wore it to BravoCon. That was the end of it. Let's move to a new. Let's get the Bush. If you want to do something, let's get the Bush panties. Let's
also,
see you do it.
I think Emily is beautiful too. I've never. What's shocking is when they do those two confessional looks in the same episode,
man.
and you're literally like, it was like there were twins separated at birth, and then they got back together, and you're like, oh, I kind of see a resemblance.
Yep.
One is, she looks stunning. Her hair is parted down the middle. She has extensions in. It's long. She has like a goldy brown, normal top on, not too low cut. Hair and makeup look amazing. Then the other one is when she looks like Chyna, the wrestler, rest in peace, where she had this low cut black dress on, and then she has this black hair that's like emphasizing her neck and shoulders. It is the worst. Like, you know what I also want to do? I also want to find out who was the glam that did that look.
Fired.
And what the fuck did she do to them
Seriously.
that day?
Seriously.
And who's the glam that got her looking pretty again?
And Bravo should be, or the production company, they did her very dirty. She should have done a stern phone call. Like, I need pre-approval for I'll reshoot all of my confessionals if you're going to do me dirty like that. Like, they know it wasn't
I
good.
just think the makeup and hair people have way too much influence over these women on what to do, how to do their hair, what they just are like, I guess you know better than me, to the guy who's the makeup artist who secretly hates them. No, like, you've been doing makeup your whole life. You lived a pretty life before you got on this show. Don't be convinced to do weird fucking things to your hair and makeup because some guy is telling you to.
That's right.
What does this 26-year-old gay makeup artist know
Yep.
about your 48-year-old face and why you shouldn't wear this strange wig?
Or some shimmery. 9 times out of 10, literally, they look more beautiful when they do their own makeup and they're filming in their
Yeah.
house than they do in those confessionals.
Yep.
Like, so she is gorgeous, and that confessional, though, has now become worst confessional look is a good one.
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, I am loving the I Restore Illumina face mask. This is the best item I have ever used as far as convenience and actually seeing a huge difference. I know you've heard about red light therapy and different lasers that you can use that can really help give your skin a glow and build collagen. And that is what I love about the I Restore Illumina face mask. It is dermatologist recommended, that packs double the power of most other masks with 360 medical grade LEDs. Don't just bounce back, glow back with powerful clinical level tech for your hair and skin. For a limited time, get a huge discount on the iRestore Elite Plus Illumina face mask bundle with code JUICY at iRestore.com. That's code JUICY at iRestore.com for our exclusive offer. Don't forget to check out their other deals, and please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent me. So when I started Juicy Scoop 10 years ago, it was a lot. We were trying to figure out a logo, the best photography, the artwork, how best to market it. And I know many of you might be starting your own brand, which is amazing. And that's why I want to talk to you about Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. And 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. They accentuate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your photography. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/juicyscoop. Go to shopify.com/juicyscoop. Shopify.com/juicyscoop. Okay, listen. Then Gretchen, which this was her look, which was very strange. You know, she had a weird bump it look that went with the dress, but it was just a bit much. Okay, but you know, gets us talking, so then I always think it's not bad. She made a list of how she's different than Tamara, and they highlighted it. I'm not harming or constantly hurting my friends. I'm not discussing personal information my friends asked me not to talk about, like she did to Shannon about her dad when she said, "Did you say your dad's an alcoholic?" And Shannon's like, "Tamara, my dad is 97. If he wants to have a triple vodka at Javier's with me, he's entitled to."
Also, can I point out, she did say harming, damning information when she said that Tamara slept with the guy from 98 Degrees and also said that she was a terrible singer with a song. So those are two things that she did do. That's only number two.
True that. And then she said, I don't call or DM bloggers and try to get them to post horrible things about my castmates. That's true. I don't think she does that. Okay. Actually, I feel bad when I mess up. She doesn't. Okay. So then she's had her little list. So this one, so then I came across Basic and Bravo. Somebody that, again, there's so many of these Instagram accounts that are funny. Shannon Bedore, a decade of meltdowns. How long can this woman circle the same drain? So they put all the times in all the seasons that she actually said, I have been through the hardest year of my life. This is the worst year of my life. What you don't get it is my life has been hell. I'm finally getting out of the worst year of my life to currently enter another worst year of my life. And I was like, all I know is that when the show started, Shannon lived in a $13.5 million home.
Wow.
And after being on the show for 12 years, she's in her fifth rental. Now, if that's not some handsmade shit of women, like how is it that you've been on TV for 12 years? And yes, I understand you got divorced, but like, how is it that you got like less financially stable?
Yes.
Because you're hiring all the makeup artists that don't like you.
Yeah. And then taking them to events.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to offer all the housewives to come to my show, and we will do a YouTube type makeup tutorial of how to do your own makeup, so that at one point you might be able to purchase your own home after you've been on a show for 12 years that airs in 135 countries. Like, how is this possible?
It's unbelievable.
Brandy gave me a makeup tutorial on YouTube once, many years ago.
Yes.
And it was very enlightening. And I would say, especially
it was boy rock star makeup for lesbians, like messy smoky eye.
But listen, it was very informative. It was very informative, and we can all learn. And I do want to say, particularly, the thing is with Emily, she's got muscle. She has a mass.
Yes.
And I mean that, because I do too.
Which is good because she works out.
Yeah, she works out and she's strong. So I was just so, when I saw that China look, I just was just like, not to go back to that, but I was offended for her because it's like, you're accentuating. It's like if I wore that, I would look like that too.
Well, then that's
you
what
don't
I'm saying.
accentuate that.
A stylist, a professional stylist who does clothes will look at your body,
Yes.
and say, "Oh, this is you have a super tiny waist. We're going to give you like 1950s nip in that waist." Whatever. You have great legs, but you're a little thick in the middle. We're going to do a 1960s mini dress, so it's like and with a pair of boots, and like they should know what looks good on your body. If you don't, that's fine. But you probably did before you started the show, and now you're just like walking in circles because you just assume that these quote unquote professionals know better than you, who've been dressing yourself for 43 years before you got hired on to come on this dumb show, and you looked fine. You looked
exactly.
great. Women need to have more confidence.
They do.
Okay, now this is coming up about Bywig Hello Drama, I guess, posted something, and then Tamra reposted it.
Uh-oh.
And it was about how she said, I sat next to a cast member on the couch at a reunion who had the worst breath ever. And then they showed a photo of Shannon talking to her. And there is something about calling someone out on having bad breath, which is like, I think it's more embarrassing than when Brandy Glanville said that Joanna Krupa had a
stinky pussy.
Stinky pussy.
Or when Brandy Glanville had the tampon string hanging out of her puss.
Right. I almost think it's worse than that because it's like, there's something about like, did something die in my mouth and I didn't know it? And you can't smell your own bad breath. And what is so crazy is you sent this topic to me, Brandy, and I only saw it after I woke up this morning at 9. But I woke up, I swear to God, this is how weird the universe is.
With the worst breath?
No.
Oh.
Weirder than this. Now, I know nobody wants to hear someone else's dream. It's a very weird thing.
Oh, God, here
But
we
I am
go.
a vivid dream writer, so I'm going to shorten the dream. In the dream, it was very juicy. I was single. My 19-year-old boyfriend was in it. He went for my friend Maya, who's in The Golden Bachelor. It was a whole story, okay? Wow. But in it, Shannon was going to hang out with my friend Maya and my old boyfriend now that they were getting married, my sister Shannon. And I'm like, I can't believe you're doing this to me. And then Shannon's husband goes, are we ever going to tell her? And they said, I had horrible breath. And I was like, how do I not know? And I remember in the dream, I'm looking to get a toothbrush and a toothpaste. And I wake up to this. Now, come on, that is fucking weird.
That is weird.
I have never had a dream about someone saying I had bad breath.
That is
and
weird.
It's Shannon and Shannon.
Yes!
Shannon and Shannon.
Oh my God! Sometimes when people are like, what is this? So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like we've just been on Earth too long that, yes, sometimes it's a conspiracy theory. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, things are lining up in a weird way. But that was weird.
Cut to Drake being like, just another day, cutting together my mom, single in her dream, boning down with her ex-boyfriend with bad breath. And Drake's just like,
I came across someone reposted and Gays React, great Insta, I'm giving a lot of people shout outs, posted the day that Andy Cohen went to go meet Luann in this dramatic sit down interview, and he's walking through the Hamptons and he's like, I'm in the Hamptons with a bottle of rosé. I'm going to talk to Luann. I've got questions. She's got answers. And I remember everyone was dying, getting so excited for this thing. And I made Brandon, now this is 2017, I made Brandon get in a similar blue shirt. I put in talcum powder in his hair to make it look gray.
salt and pepper.
He was like
very
12.
cute.
And he did it, so I reposted that. But when I reposted it, I was like, I can't wait to read my kids' memoirs because nobody's going to have these fucking stories. I'm like, stop doing your homework, Brandon.
Exactly.
Put down your pencil.
He's like studying for the SATs. You're like, we're going to do a thing on Below Deck. Get in here.
Yeah.
Your sister's filming it. Peter, sit down. That's like, that shit should have won a damn Emmy. That Below Deck one. I love it. Repost that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll share it at the show or something.
I want you both to know that I'm pretty sure neither of you has bad breath.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's something that bothers me that I'm scared
thinking,
about, and people will
God,
comment that I'm chewing gum like a horse, and I'm like, well, it's better than. It's why I only drink vodka. I hate even doing a shot of tequila because I feel like it's just like coming out of my face. But I feel like with a lot of these girls, it's coming. It's like Stacey, right? They've said it about Lisa Vanderpump. No, we don't know.
They said about Stacey at at Potomac?
Yes,
Oh.
that's like the huge storyline.
That she has bad breath?
Yes,
Oh,
and it's
they-
very mean.
They
and it's
said
right now.
that her breath walks in the room before she does.
Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live did a whole thing of like, I don't know if it was dragon breath. It was a game. It was very mean-spirited. And they're sort of bullying her about it and trying to embarrass her. And that bitch Stacey, she is impervious, honey. Like that QVC made her so she will not crack. She will not go negative.
She's so gorgeous.
She's so beautiful. She's like, look at my face, okay? I don't care if my breath stinks. I'm like, yeah, and your body too. But I'm so insecure about it, and then people make fun of you and you chew gum. There was an episode of Odd Mom Out. Do you remember that on Bravo?
Yes, that was a good show.
Yeah, and she was Jewish, and they did like Yom Kippur, and you fast, right, Mama? Mm-hmm. And the whole episode is about how when you fast, you get stinky breath. Oh. It's like a thing. So I'm like, and it kind of always is. And I notice it with myself, like, because I don't eat a lot. Like if I'm trying to be like anorexic or like skip meals, it's like, yeah, your mouth gets dry.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely there's a dry. I think what is crazy is that I can remember people throughout my life who, some of them I truly adore and love. And if you have bad breath or your boyfriend had bad breath, I remember it.
Same.
Like, and it's real. So this is what I would do. If I was one of these housewives that was remotely being accused of it, I would call my agent right now and I would be like, work a campaign around this
100%.
Of like laughing at it. And now I take these little mint things
It's
or
Listerine
whatever.
time. Give me the brand deal.
Yeah, totally. Make the lemonades as Shannon would.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take the 9 lemons and squeeze that lemonade, Shannon, and hopefully the lemons will help you.
Yeah, apparently
if
she
this
needs
is
some
in
mint
case
lemonade.
true, or is it just another time that Tamra is dancing on a former friend's grave?
Yeah.
Like dance, she likes to tap dance. She likes to do an Irish jig. Oh my God, she gets so excited when somebody is suffering. So yeah.
I mean,
You got to see the Stacey thing. It's beyond.
Wow, good for her.
Yeah, good for her. She's
Now,
getting the brand deal.
getting into the worst divorce ever, Denise Richards with Aaron Pfeiffer's. So they were in court. She, of course, is saying that she was physically abused by him. His mother, who was one of the 4 tenants that was living in her house for 2 years not paying rent, she said, I never saw my son ever abuse Denise. However, I saw her throw a can opener at him. Okay. So, she has physical, signs that he did. His own sister said that she witnessed it. So because of all that abuse, after they got out of court, he was arrested on those abuse charges. He's since bailed out at $200,000, and they caught Radar Online, or somebody caught him, or they called him, where he's walking out. And he's like, no, of course I still love Denise. I just hope she gets the help that she, needs, because obviously you're not well if you're just like making lies to hurt people. But no, I mean, I just hope she gets better, and we really can't say anything more. So that's
Sure, Jan.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
He says he wants half of all the OnlyFans money that she makes, which is like a couple $100,000 a month, because at one time he was taking the photos.
I think if she didn't pay him for that, although she was, because she was letting his family live in the house.
Yeah.
So he was being paid in that way, his bills and everything. I think if she didn't, she could consider giving him a lump sum as a photographer and be done with it. It's not like they reuse images.
Exactly. And that's what I said. It's not like the two of them sat down and wrote 12 seasons of Grey's Anatomy together, and now they're breaking up, and she's like, you're not getting $1 of that syndication money. No, we created that together. Photos like OnlyFans is somewhat topical.
You use it once and then you're done. You're not going to keep sending it.
It's not like someone's doing a print like Andy Warhol of Marilyn Monroe, that everybody's going to have a print of her in their house.
Denise, can you send me the photo of you holding the pans?
Yeah.
And can we make it just like, it's almost like a cartoon? No, we're not reusing the pans photo.
Exactly. So we're rooting for her. Now, Kristen Bell is getting a lot of flack because this is what happens when you're not a comedian. You're not a stand-up. You're not a comedic writer. And you think that you are because you do comedic, fun stuff, and, people think you're funny acting. She posted a, 12-year anniversary pic where she's like hugging her husband, Dax Shepard, and wrote, to the man who said that he even something would have wanted to kill me, he never will kill me. But it was like one too many sentences long. It wasn't like, and it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And, we're seeing what's going on, or this week or something with Denise. And yeah, I mean, look, we all joke about loving Dateline and I have stuff in my act about if I was to get killed, by my husband, even if he didn't do it, I think I'm fine with having a whole special about it and having him go to prison. We all joke about it, but when you put it in a tweet, it's different than if you're doing it in a stand-up or even joking about it in a conversational space like a podcast, which is conversation. Our type of podcast is conversation. And so, I mean, look, she just tried to be funny and she wasn't. Just like Chrissy Teigen tried to be funny when she wrote those awful things to Courtney Stodden. She was trying to be funny and she's not funny. Your crime is that you're not funny.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And you're seeing other comedians and then you steal from what they're doing but you do it wrong.
Yeah.
And you do it in an isolated way that doesn't look good.
The problem is that she wanted to do the post 12 years ago today. I married my best friend. And she knew that was cringe and tragic. So then she tried to make it sarcastic.
Which, by the way, I did that. I did that 7 years ago where I was I had a whole thing in my act about 12 years, how people do that. And then I actually put on my page the truth about it. But it wasn't violent. It was some funny thing.
He's not my best friend. He actually is my friend of me.
Yeah, he's not my best friend. No, your best friend is your girlfriend. He's just someone that I kind of get along with sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I don't.
I try to confide in him, but he's not a good listener.
Yeah, he's not a good listener.
Gives terrible advice.
Doesn't remember shit. A girlfriend remembers everything. Doesn't know how to help me get dressed. Wouldn't give me good or bad advice. Yeah, so...
This is why lesbians are confused.
Yeah.
This is why lesbians are confused.
I just want to say in closing, I think Kristen and Dax are great and talented. I think, once again, they shouldn't... This is not a big deal. I'm more talking about it because people shouldn't make a big deal out of someone trying to be funny on the internet. That's all it is.
I think people get more offended when you try and fail than if it was so inappropriate but was actually funny. Then people are okay.
Right.
Okay, I'll take it.
Right.
The most important thing is that she's the executive producer of the Tiny Chef show. And people need to look it up.
We love both. I think
is it with little people or just kids?
It's a
little creature.
It's one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God,
they're both super talented and funny, and they do have a good marriage, and they do. So it's all fun.
And I think they transcended a very basic beginning. I thought they both seemed like even though she was in Veronica Mars and stuff, seemed like they could have just been you run a TV show and you go wherever, and they have transcended that so well. They really are really bright stars. I'm a pretty big fan of both of them, and I like their relationship and their kids. And
I think they're great.
Yeah,
I think they're great. Okay, so now these people aren't great. Massimo and Lori Loughlin are getting divorced, and she did something that I think is kind of genius and fabulous.
Okay.
And only one other person has done this where I could see it so vividly.
Okay.
And that was her very good friend, John Stamos, just happened to be on a podcast, The Good Guys, and went off on Massimo. And when you're going through a contentious divorce with your ex-husband of many years, you don't want to be the one that's on there talking shit and saying that his dick doesn't work or whatever. You want to act like a classy lady. This is the father of my kids. But if you can get a friend to go and talk about it, who else did this, Heather? What are you talking about? Bethany Frankel and Caroline Radziwill. When Bethany Frankel was going through a divorce,
Carol.
Did I call her Caroline?
Yeah,
Carol.
and I was
sorry,
who's
Carol,
Caroline Radziwill?
Sorry,
I'm
Carol.
getting a weird
Carol,
Kennedy redhead
Carol
association.
Radziwill.
Okay.
Bethany and Carol, Real House of New York, were best friends. And Bethany was going through a horrible divorce. And it was a horrible divorce. And I was completely on Bethany's side in this with Jason Hoppy. And so she couldn't say anything publicly about him. He's the father of her kids, and they're going through this divorce. But Carol could say, yes, I've been there. I've seen the phone calls. I've read the texts. And, Bethany's just sitting there. shaking her head, and you use your friend to get it out because they can do that.
Right.
And in this world of podcasting and social media, it's a pretty easy thing to do. So we love John Stamos. He said she is just the most fabulous woman ever. And he goes, now that whole college scandal thing, that was Massimo. He pushed her to do that. She didn't want it. And then, she sticks by him while he goes to prison. She went to prison for his idea.
Yep.
And he goes, and now there's room that now it's out there that the reason she is getting divorced is because she found texts and emails on his computer. And it was at that point she was just like, I cannot do this anymore, where he's cheating with somebody.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, I don't know what hole he needs to fill, which made me think,
A man's butthole.
Oh, maybe he's gay.
I don't know.
Oh.
I was thinking that the minute you said she found text and emails, I was like, gay. I don't know. It just came to me.
I don't know.
Like the bad
Let
Beth
me look
dream.
at him.
Is
this him?
Yes.
Oh, he's gay.
I was offended.
That's a gay
First of all,
person
we
right
love
there.
Aunt,
That's
Aunt
gay.
Lori. Is that her name on the show?
Yes, she is a doll,
And I
met
love
her,
that
and
they're
she's so sweet.
they're good friends, John Stamos and her.
Yes.
He's there eating the Greek yogurt on the podcast, helping her out.
Yeah.
But that fucking guy, he
Massimo?
for him to be Massimo,
Yeah.
for him to say, to have the things caught, allegedly, if he was caught with things on his computer, his word on the street is like, oh, she's the one who orchestrated the rowing photos. And it's like,
He said that?
yes, he
Oh.
said that's the reason they're breaking up. And I'm like, we saw emails.
Wait, Massimo just said that too?
He said,
Oh, so then that's why John is going, no, it was his idea.
yeah, because, and you could tell that it was because he was emailing people like, I'm not having, no offense, Drake, ASU or U of A.
It was U of A.
Okay,
She
he's
wanted
like,
to go to
I'm
U of
not
A.
having my daughters go to U of A. That's a party school where all the rich kids go and they don't learn anything. And he was like dogging U of A, which is a great school. And it was all coming from him. And now he's blaming her for the stupid rowing photos.
Listen, she didn't go to USC. He did. And when he was there, he did something very deceptive too. He was like living in the frat house. They did not know that he actually wasn't enrolled. He took the enrollment money and he started to build his first clothing company, which actually is super smart,
Genius.
but it's still deceptive.
So
It's
he was
still
like,
a
he was in a
deceptive
fraternity and was
thing.
not enrolled in USC?
Yes, that's the rumor that I heard. They thought he was enrolled, like he was there for one semester, and then he took the next semester behind his parents' back. But then he built this great thing, so that he's like, I have good news and bad news. I'm not going to graduate, but I'm a millionaire,
Yeah.
whatever. And he's very very successful. But John Stamos says he's a total narcissist, and that's the way he's been, and she's just done putting up with it. But 100%, as someone who went to USC, it makes a lot more sense that the alumni, who is he, or even if he didn't graduate, went there and had fun, would be more excited to have his daughter go there, go to the games there, than get on a plane and go to U of A, go to Tucson,
Yeah.
and have her go there. And she doesn't know because she was acting her whole life. So I don't even know that she went to college. So she doesn't get the whole thing. And she probably did just go along with it.
It was
and
clearly
didn't know.
him. Clearly.
And also the teacher at the high school that they went to, she said that he was threatening and was like, don't you fuck this up for us. Because the counselor was like, we don't have a rowing team. So I don't know how you can say that your daughter is rowing when we don't have a rowing team here.
yeah, that's
so-
an East Coast thing.
Anyway, she's getting hers, and hopefully she's having a great time getting cute. She's just beautiful. Now, it can, when you hear all this and you're like, well, maybe I just need to do what Diane von Furstenberg did. She said, quote, I married 2 gay men, okay? I don't know why, but to me, they're not gay. So it doesn't make any difference. So her first husband was gay, and then she got married again, and just recently that second husband, who is Barry Diller, came out as gay at 80.
Who was the other one?
I
Do
don't
we
know, some other gay guy.
Oh, good for Diane von Furstenberg.
I mean, you're in the fashion
look.
industry. Who the fuck are you going to meet?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the
I
way,
mean-
Massimo is in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The lavender marriage is so interesting to me, and as a gay person, there is a thing though where I'm like, she doesn't care, but then I think, what must it? I
hope her next husband's Andy Cohen.
But then you're like,
close.
you're never going to be enough for that person. You're never there's something that everyone's disassociated, and for me, it gets real, and it's like, it's all cute and funny and fun for everyone. But when you really think about it, she's never enough for them. And for the guy, he is gay. You will never satisfy the entirety of him. And if that's okay with you, then I guess that's okay. But when you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, it's quite painful.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And so there's just like where I just read that, and she was just like, I married 2 gay men and I don't care. They're not gay to me. You're in a disassociated state, lady. You are now you can be best friends and you can have a great relationship and all that's awesome and beautiful. But at the end of the day, there is something missing.
Yes.
Maybe not for you. Maybe you don't care about sex and romance and affection and physical love.
Like anything,
I don't know.
You don't know what you're missing. That's all.
Well, I think it's slightly problematic to say they're not gay to me. Well, they're gay.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, too. Then now we're dismissing his whole entire identity.
Right.
And not just his identity, but who his romantic and sexual feelings are for. There's just something so, like, disassociated and weird about it. And it's not that they can't be, like I said, be best friends, have your platonic life, if that's what you... But I can assure you, he's not having a platonic life. Someone's missing out. And I think that's fucking upsetting.
Well, here's some new news. Something fun to look forward to. Billy McFarland, who tried to do the
Fire
Festival, got caught. There was a famous documentary about it. He did his time. Then he came out and said there is going to be a Fire Festival too. And then we didn't hear about it. Well, he's moved on. Now there's going to be Phoenix. There's an island,
Phoenix Festival?
There's an island called Phoenix.
Oh, God.
And he's announcing the first artist. They're coming. Everybody get your tickets. Everybody's doing Instagrams and reels about it. And this is absolutely happening. I have investors. And I'm like,
they
this?
want it to be another fire so they can flex, clout chase, have the bologna on the paper plate with the lettuce blowing off in the hurricane, freeze. I mean, like, I don't know where Phoenix is. I thought for some reason I thought of regular Phoenix, and I was like, are they going to like Havasu?
No, he's like, this is where the stage is there. He's on a beach. This is where the stage is going to be. This, and if you want, you could have a separate this, have that. Like, why would anybody ever, whether you're an artist or not, ever think that this person is going to look? We never had Fire Festival 2. What happened with that?
No, exactly. He needs to get Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, get them all on the Wave Runners again, going through the water, do the exact
with the
same
pigs
campaign
shitting in the water.
Yeah, that exact campaign. Just be like, we're here, Leo, Ja Rule, Ludacris, get them all.
It's always Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Also, okay, Real Housewives of Miami. Do you know the wretched thing? So Adriana had said to Kiki was making fun of her being old. And she goes, why do you have to be so ratchet? And of course, everyone's like, oh my God, how could you call a woman of color ratchet? That is like, everyone knows that's like horrible. And then the next day she goes, because English is not my first language, I was trying to say wretched. Like, you're being mean, you're being wretched. And then Marisol confesses on the couch at the reunion, I gave her that idea. I figured it out that would make pretty good sense, that maybe someone who is not perfect in English would mess up 2 words. But so that was pretty good that she like exposed her on that. But she didn't care. She was just like, no, that's not true. So like, whatever. But it seems like Kiki doesn't care.
No, Kiki's good.
Yeah.
I think she's got like a good head on her shoulders. The reaction of the entire table was, if you guys haven't seen it, you have to go back, because it's like, she calls her ratchet and like Gertie screams. She's like, ah! Like they all die. And I watched it 100 times. Like, it's so great. Like the in sync reaction to her calling her ratchet. But it was a great idea. But of course, Marisol then immediately busted her out and said it was fake.
Yeah.
I went and listened to it too. It does sound like she's saying wretched.
And it's kind of genius of Marisol, because it shows that she was like, let me help my dumb friend, and was trying to be helpful. But then when Adriana was still horrible bitch to Marisol throughout the rest of the season. She's like, fuck that. I'm pulling that out of my vagina at the reunion and throwing it up. That's one bone that's been stuck up there that's going to come out.
Get the bone collector in that vagina.
Yeah.
She said, you have to be cool to me. Leave me alone for 2 years. Don't say my knees are saggy or whatever.
Right.
She didn't do it.
And then she said, I'm getting knee surgery. She's like, I'd had to start wearing nylons. You made me feel so bad about it. And it's like, yeah, that's the thing. When people point at, when you're in the limelight, and whether you read it online or whatever, like at your show, they have Billy, the tricycle riding puppet from the Saw movies, in your show. And I immediately said, oh, look, I made an appearance. I did it. Because I remember the first time I saw a tweet, I was at Chelsea Lately, it was like 2010, where someone's like, Heather looks like that puppet Billy. Now,
Or Jigsaw. Some people call him Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Who's Billy then?
I think that's Billy and Jigsaw.
Billy Bush? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know
Anyway,
who Billy
Jigsaw.
is.
And I was like, oh my God, it's funny. I embraced it. So when other people make fun of me for that, I'm like, you're not really going to win on that, because I've already embraced it as myself and like literally even wrote it in my second book. Like, yeah, I get it. But these cheeks are my cheeks. Then, but a lot of people that get facial work done can look like Jigsaw, or they can look like that puppet lady that
Janice.
Yes, that puppet lady. If they fill too much here.
Yep.
The one that plays the rock star one?
Yeah,
with the big
you
lips?
know when someone's filled their cheeks too much, when from the back of them you see the cheek coming out.
There's also Madam we might be
Madam,
thinking
it's
of.
Madam.
Oh,
It's Madam, yeah. And so, yeah, but sometimes someone will say that and you're like, I never even knew that I did. And you're like, the resemblance is uncanny. Like, I do kind of look like that.
But then we start loving him. Now we love Jigsaw. We think he's cute.
Yeah, I love it. And he's never going away. And then when people call like Kris Jenner that, or Joan Rivers, I'm like, excuse me, I was the original.
I've been seeing it lately around. I'm like, that's Heather.
Yeah.
How dare they? That's Heather's fucking thing. Like, it's not Kris Jenner.
Okay, let me see what else I want to talk about. This is kind of juicy with these kids. So Ben Stiller's kids called out the actor for being absent during their childhood. We came last. The comments on here were great, because it's like, yeah, that's what parents have to do. They have to work. Yes, when you're a movie star, you're gone for a stint of time. But same with if you're in the military. It is really hard. It's not ideal that you're not at dinner every night. I'm sure they've done studies where if you have dinner every night as a family, you probably are the least dysfunctional. Unless people are throwing food at each other, which often happens. But I'm just saying, like, and so I just thought that was kind of funny. Like, you can't now complain about the fact that this is the case.
You have how many? You're a kid of 5?
Yes.
Did you guys have dinner every night?
We actually did. But it would be very late because my parents would be working in real estate. I didn't realize it was late until I had friends over and they're like, where's dinner? I'm like, well, I don't know. We're eating. When? Like, my mom's making it. We'd sit down like 8:39.
Oh, wow.
And I never knew that, like, normal people. I remember one time I saw on Good Times, they were like, Thanksgiving, they're like, dinner's at 4. And I'm 4? Even Thanksgiving, we'd have it like 8 at 9.
No, that's the classic
Like,
one, because the mom's behind. You're like, when's the food coming out?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Now, of course, we eat earlier. And yeah, we are not like a big sit down the table family. And I was always like, oh my God, that's so bad. But then at a certain point, I'm like, yeah, but we do a lot of other things together that people don't do.
I don't think that dinner is because you have some cookies for Cocoa Puffs in the fam.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And we did have dinner every night.
Yeah, you had dinner every night.
We had a hot plate that you'd plug in and you'd put all the food in the middle so it would stay hot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, no one ever does that.
That's nice.
Yeah, so because like my dad liked I don't know, my mom would make pretty much a full dinner all the time. When she started to work more, maybe we'd get a little more like once in a while, like a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Pam's
but
tired.
Part,
she did real estate all day. She doesn't need to come cook for all the ungrateful kids.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, I remember when I was living next door to her and I was having a big Thanksgiving. And the first year I was like, okay, Mom, you need to do a turkey and I need to do a turkey. Like, we don't have enough. So we did it all. And then the next year I'm like, oh, and you're going to do your famous turkey because hers was so good. And she's like, oh, honey, I don't want to. And I'm like, but Mom, you love cooking. And she goes, no, I don't. And I go, what? No, I don't love cooking. I want to show up and have a glass of wine
Yeah.
and talk to people and not worry about one thing. Like I'm 68 or whatever she was at the time at 70. Why can't I do that? And I was like, oh my God. I just assumed because you were good at it.
Right.
That you like loved it.
We all have that moment where we're like, wow, I've never gotten to know you. What are your interests? To our own mom. What's your middle name again? Like, it's so weird. Because you think they're
so
just
weird.
doing it. That's
Yeah.
why we love moms, you know?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So, okay, here's a juicy thing. This is according to People. A billionaire fashion CEO fell 320 feet to his death during a hike, and now his son is reportedly being investigated by police.
Ooh.
So the son of Isaac Andick, he's founder of the fashion giant Mango.
Ooh.
They were on a hike, and he fell, and the hike thing is so juicy.
So good.
Because there's been a few. The most tragic one was a dad was on a hike with or brought his kid somewhere, and there was a dispute about child support and things like that. And they took him to court thinking that he ended his child's life. That was horrible. But you know, it's such a there's no cameras there. There's cameras on every corner, but there's no cameras on this hike.
No.
And if there's nobody else around and you're with an older guy, who's to say that he didn't lose his footing?
Yep. There's a classic one. I mean, literally cue the Hulu doc in 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it on. Like,
Are we really doing this?
Yeah.
I
can't believe.
can't believe I'm going to finally talk about it.
Now, we understand that you were
Clap.
you were on the hike that day.
Yes.
And they're like, can I turn the air
It was
up?
weird
Is that
because
okay?
he, I remember him specifically saying, I'm 80, why do I have to go on a hike with you, son? And they were having trouble, and the son said, Dad, because it's one of those things we've never done together, and it's not hard, and I know you'll like it. And it was weird because when he called, he was like, hey, call me back, something happened to Dad. I didn't think there was anything big deal. And then I called him, and he was like, yeah, he's been down there for 4 hours.
3 days.
But the cell service wasn't good. But when I called him back, he had answered the phone.
Right. And was at an ATM.
Yeah. With his wallet. He managed to get his dad's wallet before he just was grabbing his wallet when he went over the thing.
We watched this show called 911. Brandy it's like all 911 calls and then a crime.
Oh,
Okay. I think it's
not the 911 TV scripted show
No,
one.
no,
Okay.
it's a real one.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like this where it's like there's literally one where the guy's like,
You know
hello.
it. It's a famous Dateline.
Oh,
You know
yes.
it.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
My girlfriend, I think she's I don't know. I think she's dead. I don't understand. I was at the door for a half an hour and I was banging and then I came in and, she's been stabbed 20 times and there's a knife sticking out of her heart 20 times.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's just like the
Yeah,
dad
no,
at
yeah,
the bottom
they
of the
said
ravine.
about that.
They said it was
apartment.
commit suicide.
And they just said that one. That's a Hulu doc. The death in
Apartment.
apartment. Yeah, death in apartment. Whatever. That they just did confirm again. No, it's suicide.
Stabbed 20 times.
In the
I
back,
stabbed
Drake.
myself 20 times
her
in the back.
She's like this. Okay, hold on.
I don't want to live.
I can't even.
I can't spend one more day here. Hold, let me do this one. Oh, let me do that one.
can't
And
even
let me
put
stick the
lotion.
knife through my back, through my heart.
Sometimes I try to put like aloe vera when I get burned, and I'm like, can I reach it? Like I'm gonna be able to stab
No,
myself
I
back there. It's
can't.
impossible.
There's a spot too where I can't ever scratch, and it's that one place. It's like I don't even know. It's like you can't. But if you can get it, it feels so good. But
Well, you
can
could.
never
Well,
get.
don't try to get it with a knife.
Don't get it with a knife. But you know that's what happened to the dad. He
Right.
pushed the dad right
Yeah,
in the ravine.
The cliff ones are genius.
Come on.
I mean,
They're never gonna
It
find
really
out.
is genius. The cliff. The
You just have
cliff's
to
the
hope
move.
they die. I mean, the problem
That's
would be
why I'm not.
that they
I'm
suffer.
actually not into hiking, and I just.
Yeah.
You know what? If we want to go hike, what we'll do is we'll go on that tram. I want to do that this year. The tram in Palm Springs.
We want to do too. We
Go
never
on
have.
the tram, take the photos from there, and then go down on the tram, and then go to like Bar Sicil. What is it? Bar Sicil or Bar Issy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait,
These,
listen,
these Palm Springs restaurants I want to go to.
It
yeah.
becomes clear about the time when Peter and Drake and Brandon decided your guys' Christmas card was going to be out in Moab, and then you guys went and it's so random for the Tobias McDonald clan to go. You guys, you hiked through waterfalls and then took your Christmas card.
Oh yes, that's in Utah where you have to wear those boots and stuff.
It's like a full on hardcore hike. And even Julie and I were you're like, oh yeah, do the hike. We're like, absolutely not. We'll stand on the street in front of the mountain.
I know you didn't want to talk about this show that everyone's talking about on Netflix, Monster. What is it called?
Oh, The Neighbor.
No, not The Neighbor.
No,
the
Ed
other
Gein.
one.
Ed Gein. Monster.
Hi.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
No, I did want to talk about that.
You monster Ed Gein?
I did want to talk about The Good Neighbor.
Okay. Well, The Good Neighbor I started to watch, and I will watch that. But it's a scripted show about this guy who lived with his mother, and he did really creepy crimes, and I don't even know what the crimes were.
It's the first. He's the impetus for Psycho and
Right.
for all the serial killers that have come since.
But what I saw of just the
Leatherface.
trailer,
Leatherface.
just the trailer is him.
Yep.
It looks like a woman. And he's wearing a dress, and then someone rings the doorbell, and he turns around, and he has the face
Yes.
of another dead woman
Yep.
on his face.
Yep.
And I immediately thought it was the mother's face, but it's not. But I thought it was the mother's face, and I'm like, I don't think I should watch this because already Drake is like, wait, I'm figuring out a way to AI you, so you don't have to do your things anymore. I'm like, you're not going to AI my face of this. So literally, this is the 2025 version. He's of AIing your mom to still be around when she's not around.
Oh, they've already started working on stuff where you record your voice and they're gonna put it in a AI thing so that you can always have
Like a bear, or teddy bear, or whatever.
so your mom's voice is always
You
there
can
talking
get
to you.
no, they are selling these teddy bears for and they did it do you not have a boyfriend? Are you a lonely girl? And it's a panda
With a dildo.
No.
Here's Drake again. Just me cutting my mom and her friend talking about pandas with dildos.
And a vibrator. Just which one do you want?
It actually cuddles you, and it's supposed to know when you're sad, and it'll come over and be like,
Wow.
and
And it's your voice, Heather. Are you sad, Julie?
I'm gonna have to get that. That sounds good.
Anyway, that's maybe why you don't want to hike. Then there's also Devil
We
in
watched
Disguise,
it.
the
We watched
John
it.
Wayne Gacy.
We watched the whole thing.
Is it good? On Peacock.
It's so good.
Okay. Now, I remember seeing the book at my house and about his life, and it's a man in a clown costume because he used to do nice things and go help sick kids and dress like a clown, which is what did not help the creepiness of clowns because he was a serial killer of young gay men, and he kept their bodies and all this stuff. And because it was so long ago, being gay, many of them had to hide it or whatever. So he would solicit them at bars or whatnot, or try to get them. And also, again, people just didn't search for people like they did back then.
They
and
didn't
especially
care when
men.
kids got kidnapped.
Especially young men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, and this is very dark, it was in 1976. There's a point where, and there's all these, they use in this show, the scripted show, because there's also a documentary of the same name, which we're about to watch, just not at night, but they use all these real photos. Every victim, they show a real photo, and then they show all these crime scene photos, not of just of the house. There was a point in time where they were just, the cops, and it's in Chicago, are taking out body after body, 30 corpses under his house. And I was legitimately to my core sad that didn't just happen. I was like, oh, can you imagine if we saw them pulling 30 bodies out of
currently
someone's
in the
house?
middle of the news.
In 2025, we'd be like, oh my God. That is so crazy that in 1976, the whole nation was seeing them take body after body. And some of them had been under there for 20 years or something. They weren't, bloody or anything, but 30 corpses the guy had under his house.
I remember listening to some podcast where the guy went and was talking to him. There was tapes of him talking to him.
That's what the next documentary is.
Yeah.
It's just
There.
him talking.
Wow.
I can't wait. It's so good. It's so sad. It's so good.
So this was sent to me, and this is from a TikTok called the Cliff Notes Gal. And she said this was sent her, and it's a story out of Scotland about how this girl was pregnant with her boyfriend's baby.
Oh, this is crazy.
And
This is just crazy. Julie's gonna die.
okay, so cute girl. They show her pregnant. They have a baby shower. You gender reveal the whole thing.
She's in white, pregnant stomach, like very tight dress, bald
Yeah.
pregnant stomach.
But by the time the baby's born, she's like, I don't want the baby daddy here. They're fighting, whatever. She gives birth to the baby. She says that the baby had a heart condition and was born early, and like sends photos and stuff. And then they do the boyfriend, baby daddy, does get to see the child. They go to the doctor's appointment, but she's like, he cannot be in the doctor's appointment with me, or she doesn't let him come. And people are seeing the baby and everything.
It's newborn baby pictures of like
Yeah.
a very newborn preemie, all wrapped up in a blanket,
Yes.
in a bassinet and shit.
And then the parents of the baby daddy are seeing the baby. And then one of her friends or something was there and realized that she was just like on her phone, like flicking around while the baby was in the little bassinet over there. And then so
Well,
that
let me
person,
say this: the mom first,
Yeah.
the mom of the ex-boyfriend, the father of the baby, was like, "Why is the baby so cold and never moves?" That was one of the things I read. Why is the baby so cold and never moves?
Oh, and then she said, "Oh, she just has a cold."
Yeah.
we just went to the doctor, and so finally somebody's like really investigates, and it is one of those dolls that look just like a real baby that you could order for like, I don't know, a few $100s or something. And so, and this girl allegedly also had faked cancer before she faked her fake baby doll.
Like Brooks. Brooks is right for me.
Yeah.
So the pregnant stomach was just fake?
Yes. The baby was fake though.
And the baby
Oh,
was
no.
giving realism, honey.
But,
I want one of those
before
dolls.
it all came out, she did tell the boyfriend and the family that sadly the primo baby had died. When she felt like it was coming to the end. But so it was a little confusing. I don't know how they really found out, because
Yeah.
she did say that the baby did die. And so of course that wasn't true either, because the baby never existed. She never was pregnant. She never had cancer. She never gave birth. The baby never was cold. The baby was one of those dolls.
We've seen the dolls in the magazine. You know, they don't
I-
advertise them anymore, but I'm obsessed with those dolls.
There was a version of a monkey doll.
Oh,
So it was like a baby monkey that you could have.
and it looked
and
realistic.
raise, yeah. And then, and I follow the girls that are like, I follow this one girl who has all the kids, and you can get a baby, but you can also get them like toddler size and stuff. And then she's like,
Oh, you've
"Get
shown
ready-
that to us because
yeah,
you're
get ready with
obscene.
me. Get ready with me while I make my 3 kids lunch. Ooh, this is hard being a mom." And she's like cutting up the cucumbers, and then they each get served. And she's like, "Grandpa came over today," and Grandpa's like, "Hi." And I'm like, oh my God, if this is your daughter, I guess you're just like, you know what? We will have to support her for the rest of her life. And we just, you know.
Yeah. Remember when she dragged them all to the beach? It's like now you've got 4 dolls
Oh
on
my
the beach
God.
getting all sandy and fucking it's hot and the
They
poor
love
grandpa
the
has to
beach.
go.
Yeah. They love the waves. No, don't you? She's
Be
scolding them
careful,
up.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Be careful. I want the monkey one.
Oh, it's pretty cute.
Do you remember Monchichi?
Oh, yeah, Monchichi.
Monchichi. Oh, so soft and cuddly with his hand in his mouth. It's really neat.
Oh, Munchichi.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love Monchichi.
So Kylie is, I guess, going to have a song out. And she said, it's been my dream to always do pop music. And she's doing this interview, and she's being kind of fun and sarcastic and being like, no, I think I have the best voice of anyone. Like, she really came off pretty nice and cute. Anyway, when she said, this is something I've wanted my whole life, I can attest to that truth.
Okay.
Because one of the first times that I hung out with the Kardashians, we came over for a taping of Skating with Celebrities. I was pregnant with Brandon.
Ooh,
Okay.
wow.
And I went to it, and it was at their house before their Hidden Hills house. And Chris had gotten all this catered food. It was out on like platters. We were just having like, you know, like whatever, like some Italian food, watching it. And then it was a house that had like a little, like a speaker system on it, like a kind of an older situation. And Kylie got on there and was like, come upstairs, the show's about to start. And we come upstairs, and upstairs is a pool table room that they had. And Kylie is there in this adorable, like, belly dancing outfit.
Was she like 5?
She's, like 7 or 8.
Okay.
And she stands on, maybe it wasn't a pool table, but she stood on something. She was high up. And she danced to Shakira. Oh, da, 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 and she was doing her hips and everything. And I just thought it was adorable. And then Caitlin Bruce at the time goes, okay, I think this is enough. Because it was, it was kind of a sexy dance. But
hips don't lie, baby.
It was hips don't lie. And like Kim thought it was hilarious and they all thought it was great. And so I'm like, yeah, she wants to sing. She has a nice voice. Why the fuck not? Good for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I love it.
of course.
It's supposedly...
Watch out, Shakira.
It's King Kylie, I guess all over TikTok.
I don't understand the King Kylie thing. When they go, it's your King Kylie era. I don't get that.
Because in 2016, remember when she had the teal hair?
Okay.
She went through an era where she had teal hair. It was really cute. Now she's doing pink. But apparently on TikTok, there's a whole nostalgia for 2016, which we love.
Okay.
That was we really peaked in 2016. So I'm thrilled to go back to it.
Okay.
This top knot that I constantly do, which is from Kim when she broke the internet with the champagne with their butt.
Oh, yeah.
From the cover of, what was that name of that magazine? So I want
Paper.
Oh, yeah, Paper. We want all the 2016 isms coming back. So she did King Kylie. That was when she did the lip kit.
Okay.
She has since sold the lip kit to Coty brands, and it hasn't done as well. She's doing another collab or something.
Yeah, she did some pop-up and had a big party and she wore pink and a pink wig. And,
yeah, so now she's bringing back King Kylie because she's doing the makeup again, and now she's sang. And it's on a song that I love. So it's like over a song that was really popular in the pandemic. I think it's all great. Plus, I love her voice. Her videos, especially what she does with Stormy, where she'll be like, "Let's make cookies," and it's like ASMR. Like you're like, "Oh God, she's so soothing." She has a really soft Larsa Pippen kind of.
Chill, calm.
Like I'm just upset with you, Lisa. They never raise their voice.
Yeah, and she does seem like she's a really great mom. So
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa is at it again. She's out singing and she's like, listen to the words of the song. It's all about my life. And in it, it's like, her voice is raspy. And she actually says that. And who changes more than she? Because she's still with the guy.
Ooh.
But seeing her sing and dance, I think the guy could be a phase.
It's shocking. It's truly unbelievable. I mean, I do have to say she is young, so young that, you got to try everything.
Yeah.
And I don't, of course,
she's
but
entertaining and she never stops working. So I'm impressed with her.
While they were in the
She
house,
is a hard worker.
I could see them both being like, let's dabble, let's touch privates, let's hump on each other's legs. The second they get out and she starts to sing and dance, I thought that's when he'd be like, yeah, I think I'm good. Because the singing and dancing is not sexy.
it is not sexy at all. So I don't really understand I don't understand what either of them
When
are
they
doing.
wake up in the bed together and I don't know. I just
the
can't.
romantic, like
can't do it, you
his
guys.
arm up and her.
They're on Big Brother.
And they've been posting things on
yeah.
Instagram.
They've been out.
But it's just sort of like I look at her and I imagine myself with a man, and I go, it's not entirely. But then you just go, that's what it looks like to me. Like she's like, good morning.
I saw a really funny
Babe.
video of this lesbian watching Dancing with the Stars, and there was some dancer on there with like shirtless that was just so hot. And she put over there like, when you're a lesbian but you watch this Dancing with the Stars guy, and you could tell like her girlfriend was next to her, and she's like, huh. And she just keeps watching it like she's duetting it. It was so funny.
It's just so I don't know what do you think it's got? I mean, I don't know.
Well, let's talk
Whatever.
about
Each to their own.
Real Housewives of New York. The reboot was tragic and weird and boring and never caught on. But now, according to the rumors, which are nothing's confirmed, that Erin Leachy, who of course we knew that if anyone was going to stay, she'd stay, and Sai are the only two coming back to whatever Real Housewife of New York is going to be. And then in one of the things I read, they're like, oh, and they're also looking at a celebrity makeup artist that used to date John Gosling. I'm like, wait, what? No, that cannot be a Real Housewives of New York. First of all, I don't know. With the celebrity makeup artist, no, that's not. You need to be. I don't know. So
did they live in like Chicago or Minneapolis? They didn't live in New York, did they? John Gosling and
I don't know. It's such a weird article. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if it's true, but I don't know if they're going to bring back a bunch of new people. We know that Brynn is not coming back, and because she said I'm not. But yeah, I don't know if what's her name, the lesbian, the J. Crew lesbian.
Oh, Jenna Lyons.
Jenna Lyons.
Fuck the.
I feel like
NYC
I don't even
reboot.
listen.
Like tragic, treacherous
I don't
trash.
even remember
Bring back
these-
the old cast.
I don't even remember these people.
No.
Like Jessel, remember when her husband was trying to be a stand-up comic and be funny all the time and eat during therapy Zoom sessions and those shticks? I could not handle those shticks of that guy. That he was the worst. I don't know. I just feel like, will they possibly bring in a couple golden?
They need to.
But they can't with the same. There's no way that someone who's like 60 is going to truly be friends and want to hang out and die laughing with someone who's like 40.
They did hang out with Tinsley, though. And now that was a while ago, but they did mesh well. I thought Tinsley brought a good energy. I'm like, at this point, go off to Chateau. What is Dorinda's dumb house called?
Oh, Bluestone Manor.
Oh, yeah, Bluestone Manor. Just resurrect the Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, I'll tell you something right now, Brandy. Everybody loves Bluestone Manor. And when I had the girls there and I cooked, I cleaned, I made it nice. And I did that, and everyone loves it. That's why I'm gonna do a raffle. And one lucky person, the raffle tickets are $2,000 each, but one lucky person's gonna come and hang out for me for Halloween in Bluestone Manor.
Yeah, like honestly, either do a girls trip every 3 weeks, but get them out to Bluestone Manor. Get Jill Zarin, setting Dorinda off because Dorinda can't take Jill.
Oh my God, they hate each other.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm fine with get them all back. I mean, I know Ramona wouldn't do it.
No, I don't know that they hate each other, but whatever. It would be
And
good.
get Brandy Glanville back on.
But
ASAP.
who really knows when this is going to be? Like, I feel like years have gone by since I saw
It's
the
so boring
show.
and dumb. I'm not
I
into
don't
it
even
at all.
care. Okay, well, I think that we can wrap it up, girls. Well, what a fun time. So, where can they buy tickets, our San Francisco friends, if there's even any left?
If you want to see A Nightmare on Strip Street in San Francisco at the Great Star Theater, you can only get tickets on Fever. I believe it's an app or a
And you can just
website,
Google it.
fever.com. Yeah,
Google,
A Nightmare on Strip Street.
Yeah, San Francisco. Anywhere in the Bay Area. We had people that have come from like Fresno, Sacramento, all around.
It plays
fun.
through November 2nd.
And then, of course, the podcast is Dumb Gay Podcast.
Yes.
You guys do a lot of different, funny, lighter stuff on Patreon. So
Yes.
people love your Patreon. And they go to what website to sign up for all that stuff?
Go to julieandbrandy.com and then you can come find us on Patreon. You want to find us on Patreon. That's where it's at.
Definitely.
That's where it's at.
And if you are still debating and you happen to be going to Vegas or you haven't made your decision, get your tickets now. I know I've been saying that we really are almost sold out. We will sell out.
I just had my parents look, and there's like 5 tickets left. And I was annoyed because I got this email from like StubHub that had Sabrina Carpenter at the top. And I was like, oh, let me see what's doing with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, do they have any pits? And then the show at BravoCon or the show in Vegas, the weekend of BravoCon, is right underneath. And I'm like, they are really trying it, knowing full damn well there's only 5 tickets left for this bitch. So good luck. I'm telling you guys, that thing is pretty much sold out. So you got to get on there if you want the tickets.
I am just being with you guys in the last 24 hours has just made me that much more excited to do this show. And I can't wait for people to see it and experience it. And so you go to heathermcdonald.net for that. I also want to tell people Juicy Crimes is a free podcast that drops every Wednesday. Some people are confused because I was saying subscribe. Well, we want you to subscribe so that it pops up and you remember it. So it is there for you. And also has their own YouTube as well. So that's every Wednesday. heathermcdonald.net will direct you to everything. And thank you to the beautiful Battery San Francisco hotel and the restaurant.
So
incredible, good. So good. The restaurant is called the Woolsery. Sorry.
Drake's like, where am I? I wasn't sure. I was in another world.
Whatever. The restaurant inside of this place is incredible.
The porterhouse steak was one of the best things I've ever had, and it's the bone sitting in the fridge waiting for the dogs. Can't wait. For me, meaning me.
I just want to throw in really quick.
Yes.
There is a couple very, very, very juicy stories only to be heard at the Vegas show. You guys, it's really going to be fucking annoying that Heather's never going to let us repeat these stories. Heather's stories. We beg her to, no matter where we're at, whatever lunch, we're like, Heather, tell this story. And she's going to do it at that show. So, like, get in because it's like the circle of trust.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you. Love you. Bye.